Alright, so I'm gonna try to do this. I've got to hold this phone while I do this. I need to get me a stand. I'll get one cell phone stand. But anyway, this is a student portfolio book that I mentioned. This binder, I got it from, I can't remember where I got it from. I think I say Target, Walmart. I don't know. But anyway, I thought it was really, really real cute, presentable. When you go on the interviews, makes you look very professional. The lady that was selling these templates, the black and white templates, she actually had it on her website where she got her binder from. I went there. I think it was Target, but anyway. But yeah, so those binders are good to have. But yeah, like I said, her templates, they're good to start out. You can make your own too. But anyway, I like these, the black and white. That's one of my colors. But anyway, so yeah, but this binder, also too, those templates, they came with the table of contents, some other stuff too. But I'm just gonna show you what's inside of mine. So on the inside, I have copies of like resumes. I put my what's that? My PDS in there. Let's see. You can put them in sleeves if you want to. She just didn't. This template didn't have a cover. Uh, uh, um, it didn't have a divider. I'm sorry for these right here, but it didn't really need one because this is what you just give to the principal or whomever you doing an interview with. But I had stuff in there like that. Had copies of my diploma and all that stuff, just in case they want to see it and all that stuff. Then this right here, I like because in here I said I was gonna get me one. I don't know if you've seen before, but some of the teacher has their cards like business cards. That's something I'm gonna work on when I get ready to update it. So this is the beginning of the book. All right. Then you got your informational documents. So basically, I printed out my test scores and I put them back there, just in case when they're looking at your portfolio, they want to see what your scores are. I don't think it really matters, but yeah. But I put that in there. The awards and certificates. Um, yeah, so with this one right here, I just put my certification. If you got awards that you've received, you can put them back there. Professional development, nothing's back there yet, but I'm pretty sure I do got some stuff to go in there. I just hadn't collected. Lesson plan. Of course, like I said, I was gonna use that Mercer lesson plan to stick in there, the space one, because it was real good. So I just put that in there. Shout out to Miss Thompson. Um, let's see. So that's the lesson plan. The full. Mm, let's see. So then we got classroom management. So behind it, I put we had to do that snippet for literacy. I put that in there. That's just what we just did. So moving forward, when I do some more trainings or whatever, I'll put that behind the not classroom management. Well, classroom management if it's related to classroom management. Routines and procedures. I don't have anything in there. What I basically told the principals, I just basically told them what my routines and procedures were. I'm glad that they didn't grade this book because it's not finished. Literacy. So another thing from school, we did the different groups where we was given different topics like space, and I can't remember the rest of them, but anyways, one of my topics was space. So I just pulled the literacy part out that I had that we did, and I stuck it in there. Um, like I said, you can add on some more stuff, and I got more stuff. I just didn't have it in there. Math. I used that PowerPoint we did again related to math. I put that in there, and then science, of course. Um, Social studies. We didn't have nothing on that, but if you got a project on social studies, you can stick that in there. Small groups. I got so many pictures of small groups, but at the time when I was taking this going around, I did not have time to print that stuff off, and I just didn't do it. But you can put your small group instructions on here. The student work, and we got student work, so that will go behind it. Arts. There was another section with the arts that we did. Let's see here. So that's more arts. Differentiation. Now, I was confused a little bit on differentiation. I don't know why I was having a hard time with differentiation, but doing this master program, that's one of my classes. So I was doing it right all along. But now I really know. So I'll be adding some stuff in here moving forward behind it. Technology. As you know, we didn't get to really do much technology being, I don't know how it was for you, how it is for you I can't remember if you told me how it was for you at with Chalk Network and Technology, but as you know, we only got that tablet. So, and they're really funny about the children using that tablet too. But anyways, like I said, I had my own tablets for the children to use, but I got pictures of it, but I never really printed those out. And I can say that's the only technology that we really had to use would be those tablets. So, but I don't have nothing in there. And like I said, I'm glad that they did not ask that question because I would have been like, oh. Anyway, data and assessments. I didn't put anything back here. Yet I was gonna put a copy of my assessments. But moving forward, I put something there. But I did put my philosophy statement that we did in school. I kept a copy of it, so I put that back there. Parent communication. At the end of each year, I found a survey. I'm a big TPT fan, teacher pay teacher, so I go on there and be finding stuff. But we did each year I would do a parent survey. So I would have them, I would give it to them, have them send it back. They don't have to put their name on anything, but that was a good thing to add with this. So I put those behind there. Do the end of the year surveys. So those go there. And then of course it had another thing for other documents. And like I said, still building. I don't know what I would put back there. Something will come to mind and I just probably put something back there. Although I don't plan on looking for another job no time soon to where I have to update this. But the good thing about it is you can go back through it and just add on stuff so it can be full and you have stuff on there so you won't be in such a rush trying to get it together when you're ready to get another job. You'll already have it done. And one thing that I am going to do the next time I do present this, because the first school that I went to that was really really close to me, I mentioned that I had my student portfolio and they wanted to see it, but I had it on my hand. I don't know what I was thinking about. I could have passed it around and let all of them saw it or whatever, but they only got to see certain ones of it, but a certain amount of it. So, but yeah, that's something that you could. That's another tip with the interviews. Pass it around, let them see it, and you can just kind of talk about it. Is it being passed around? But I think this is a good tool to use at the interviews. It blocks those nerves because you are going to be nervous unless you're just a person that do good with that, with the questions and stuff that they ask you, and being in that room is a totally different experience when you're in there and you're like at the head of the table and everybody around looking at you asking you those questions. So but yeah, this is a real good tool to use. I'm glad I found it, and like I said, I'm glad I got to share it so that everybody else can see it and kind of know what to do. Just giving you a start or whatever. I'm gonna get me some tabs too to go in there so I can section it off and add my table of contents once I get this stuff going. Um, but yeah, that is it of the teaching portfolio. It's really neat because they had one for students. They got a student, we're doing our student teaching portfolio. I thought that was neat too, but you can really collect a lot of stuff for this right here when you're doing your student teaching. But yeah, so just check it out and just prepare. Just be preparing because you got a good time to prepare. For this year, that can be your focus. Just prepare. But yeah, I think that is it of the teaching portfolio, and let me see what yours look like once you get everything and start to get it together. All right, bye.